variety of training. We're going to start with short burst pyramid duos. So you're going to go back and forth between a strength move and a cardio move. Short burst style, up a pyramid and down. After we're done with the pyramid, we get into circuit training where it's a little bit more endurance style focused, working one exercise but 2 times for each part of the circuit. And that second time, I'll show you ways to make it harder if you want to go there. To EMOM, some core training and then finish with a 120 challenge. We got about 30 seconds before we start. So you regulars in the house, you know what's up. You know how we roll. But if you're new or if it's been a while, you don't need weights, you don't need tools, but if you have them, bring them out. Resistance bands can come in handy, dumbbells, and I'll make sure to provide body weight options for everything. There is at one point an overhead press. So if you have absolutely nothing at that point, I would use a towel. Or if you have like a nice heavy textbook or something hanging around, that could work as well. Other than that, you should be good. All right, looks like, oh, we got a couple more in the box rolling in. Let's get you started and warm. Again, my name is Tina, in case you need to curse me out through class. You know what name to use. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Pump your knees, pump your arms, we're off. 30 seconds. Seeing some faces I haven't seen in a while. Hey, Rochelle. Good to see you. 15 seconds. Awesome. The higher you bring your knees, the quicker your heart rate will elevate here. And you can always march if you want to pull back at any point. Next up, feet together, side to side hop. Nice and light through your heels and light on the toes. Good. Squeeze your feet tight. Next up, heels to butt for butt kicker. And then take your arms up and squeeze them, double arm pull. Again, you can get rid of jump for any reason you need by doing this. 10 seconds left. All right, cool. Let's mobilize you. Feet wide, squat down and reach overhead. You want to open your knees wide here so that you make room for your hips, and that way you can get your butt lower to warm everything more. Add on a heel lift if you would like to add a little stability. And now, last 10 seconds. Phase 3 is a hop to top. You could stay with phase 1, which is heels down, heels up, or join me here, 5 seconds. All right, take your feet a little wider. We're gonna just shift side, center, and side. Super important we warm these inner abductors. We'll make sure we don't get injuries there because we're nice and loose. Final 10. All right, upper body time, toe touch, walk out high plank. Take a solid push up and walk back up. Let's repeat that. When you touch your toes, try to keep your legs straight so you get a stretch to the back of your legs. When you take your push up, elbows wide, drop chest, and knees can lower if needed, but stay on your toes if you can. Last one. Next up, rotate to a side plank. We're only gonna open and then close it. Come down, now lift your hips, take that hand that open and reach towards opposite foot. Back to plank, open, side plank. Twist around, same hand that lifted, reaches towards opposite foot. Let's do 2 more each direction. Side plank. You can drop your elbow if you need in the side plank. You can even drop your supporting knee as you twist. But stay up if you can. 1 more each direction. We're gonna finish up true to form in Tina classes with a mountain climber in 3, 2, go. Nice. I just want to check out all of your posture this morning. Let's that be our focus throughout class, your posture. Okay, so I'm going to talk about it a lot if I see it's needed. You guys look great, long back, shoulders over wrist. 15 seconds. Now try keeping your knees lower to ground. That'll keep you from bouncing too much. 5, 4. Time. Excellent start. All right, pyramid duos. I'm going to introduce them as we work. And when we get to the top, you get a good minute rest, and we work in reverse on the way down. So pyramid style for me means working from the ground up. Everybody start with your right leg in a spider push-up. So right knee to elbow, drop down, and tap in. We're going to repeat that for 30 whole seconds. You could drop your knees and still get the knee to elbow, or ditch the knee to elbow if you need. Right when that's done, you get your heart rate up with power burpees. Okay, so right knee to elbow for 30 seconds and spider push-up, smacked with this power burpee, and then rest to learn the next set. Let's hit the ground. 3, 2, go. Now, some of you may be able to get your knee all the way to elbow. Some of you, you may just be able to lift your knee and bend it some, that's fine. Do what you can do. And as you get both stronger and more flexible through this move, which takes lots of reps, you'll find you get deeper with the knee. All right, next up, power burpee. 3, 2, go. That's it. In the power burpee, we're thinking about landing with feet wide, lifting chest, and hopping into a narrow position in plank at the base. Ten seconds. And time. Good. Now, if you have dumbbells, grab them. If you don't, I'm going to show you a different option. Right leg's going to go back into a split squat, just down and up. If you have something where you could stack your back foot on, that'll add some intensity. And if you don't have a weight, do a lunge to power knee. Okay, option even add a hop at the top of that. When we're done with the split squat, you're gonna apply a lunge. Okay, see how those merge nicely together? You can get rid of the jump and apply a lunge if you need. 30-30 starts in 3, 2, 1, go. See if you guys can see me here. Yeah, I'm gonna put my right foot on the box here because I got the surface. If you don't have one, it's fine. Just set your back toe on the ground. Chest stays high. Driving your front knee just over your toes, not past. Nice. 3, 2, plyo lunge, let's go. Remember, this is where I want you to kick up the gear to get your heart rate up. Also, plyometric training is fantastic in injury prevention. So this is good for you, not just for calories, but actually in prevention. 10 seconds. Five seconds. Whew, time. All right, we got one more sequence to see. If you do not have a weight, you're squatting, reaching your right arm to left foot and going overhead. Option is the heel lift, and option is a hop to the top. If you have weights, squat thrusting, pressing your right arm up. Okay, so squat thrust with a twist. Now, I told you guys earlier, if you don't have weights or anything, to grab a towel or book. That's when you'll need it, right here. We'll have overhead press speed style after. Shoulder burner, for sure. Let's start with a single arm thruster, right arm thrusting and body twisting. 3, 2, go. Remember, this is your strength time, so no rush. I want you to get deep, and then exhale, and twist a lot. 3, 2, bring your feet under hips. You can kneel if you need. You can go down to 1 weight if you need. Speed overhead press. So if you have 1 weight, it looks like this. If you have 2 and it gets too much, you can alternate your arms. There you go, nice, I saw that. Good work, Colleen. That's it, win. 10 seconds. Add a little speed if you can, go, go, go. And time. 30 whole seconds of rest, and you're gonna thank me for it because we're going back to where we just were, except now we do left side, the squat to thrust, and then overhead press. We're working in reverse. Everybody has 10 more seconds, so do what you need to do. Fix your ponies, grab your sip of water, whatever you gotta do. Left arm, squat thrust. 3, 2, let's go. Oh man, shoulders hot and spicy now. If you have resistance bands, I'm going to show you an option for that when you go back to overhead press. Otherwise, stay with your weights or whatever you did first time. 3, 2, overhead presses. You want to try the bands? Put your hands in them and pull down. This is going to give you a little less pressure and work your lats more, taking it a little bit out of your shoulders. If you got the band and you realize it's not hot enough, you pulse on the bottom. Whew. These bands are deceiving. With my personal training clients, they think they're gonna get a break, and when they're done, they're begging me for the weights again. 8 seconds. Split squat coming up, okay? We're gonna go right into it. Left leg behind you, split squat, and then we go to plyo lunge. 3, 2, go. You wanna make sure your front foot is far enough forward so that your knee isn't forcing itself past it. Hop forward if you need to. And activate the floor here with your front heel. That's what should be working, not your back foot. Your back foot, it's a kickstand. Just keep you from tumbling. Final 10, plyo lunge. If you want to hold a dumbbell, feel free. That'll add some intensity. 3, 2, go. I'm going to keep my dumbbell. Go. Whew. Smoking legs. Remember, you could step. If you feel like you need to stop, don't. Do this instead, and then jump when you're ready. 5 seconds. All right, we're going back down to finish. We have spider push-ups, left knee to elbow, and then power burpee. Ready? Go. Now you may find that one side is easier than the other, especially if in this quarantine, the way you move, the way you work, the way you train is different. What we're doing today and what we're going to do in class consistently is work to train your imbalances to get closer to equal. This is how you build strong bodies that last. 10 seconds. Get ready for power burpees. 3, 2, 1, go. Rest is at the end of this. 15 seconds. Crank it up if you can, a little faster. 8 seconds. 3. And last one. Time. Golden. Circuit training. We're gonna slow you down, focus on our technique and our posture and strength, okay? So exercise 1, we have a plank with 4 points. Today, it's forward, forward, back, back, and then wide, wide, back, back. So those are the 4 extra points, okay? And then the 2 middle are your generic plank position. I'm gonna start with my left hand lead, as forward as I can, and back, and then as wide as I can, and back. This is deceiving, it looks easier than it is. And if it feels easy, just extend your reach. Then you'll know what I'm talking about. 40 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, go. Find as far forward as you can go. Reset, and then as wide as you can go. Both hands stepping. What I like to do is when I reach, I like to stay there for a couple seconds, get a little shaky, and then come back in. So 2 or 3 seconds in both the wide and the forward. Last one. Time. Good, that was round 1. In round 2, I'm gonna show you how to dial that up if you want. Now, if you have resistance bands, put them around your shoes. Not around your ankles, around your shoes. If not, you can hold a weight or just do body weight. You're gonna do a squat pulse, bring that foot in, and jump. One leg, so let's do a right leg. Squat pulse, squat jump. Squat pulse, squat jump. Pressing out, and you can have weights front racket, because it might be awkward in your thighs. Ready, go. Now you can get rid of that jump in the middle and just keep the pulsing happening if you need. This is for your booties. 15 seconds. Oh man. 10 seconds. 3, 2, time. We're going back to the upper body. We're going back and forth so that you can give your body some breaks in between. Walking push-up, you have just the forward and the back with your right hand. 1 and 1. Never the center. Bring it up and over like a triangle. That's all you need to see. Let's go. 3, 2, go. Try not to move your feet. They're gonna wanna shimmy. Your body's gonna try to look for ways to make it more comfortable. But I want the only thing moving to be your hand. Nice, guys. Checking you out. You're looking really good. Got lots of you on your toes this morning. Good, Gillian. She's taking her time, being cognizant of where her hand is landing and making sure her chest is getting low. That's perfect. 8 seconds. 3, 2, rest. You got one more to see, and then we do everything on the second round. So this one, we're gonna go back to using both sides. You have a lateral lunge to a straight jump. We did a squat jump earlier with the bands, so think of this as like a basketball hoop shot. Lateral lunge, basketball hoop shot. If you're using weights, you can still do the jump. Keep them by your hips, okay? And this can be done with the bands anywhere up your legs. Just know that with the lateral lunges, I would recommend around your thighs. Your thighs, probably the best. The ankles might be too tough. Let's do it. 3, 2, go. Lateral lunge to straight jump. Heart rate should be climbing pretty rapidly at this point. We're getting some plyometric in the mix too. You guys look great. Now when you get to that straight jump, I want you to be active with it. Find your toes and drive out of them at the top of the jump. Ten seconds. 5 more. Here you go. Time. 30-second rest. We repeat side 2. Now we're going to that walking plank. I'm going to use the dumbbells. So your challenge is, if you're using the dumbbells, to move them to keep the same distance that you had without them, okay? Because if you lose that, you're going to lose the midsection training we're aiming for. 40 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, round 2 of 2, go. We're trying to keep our hips and shoulders square to the ground, especially as we're shifting in and out of positions. Not too much twisting, okay? Posture awareness. Squeeze your butt and legs. That should help your spine stay supported and straight. If you ever need to get down, you either hold your plank without moving arms, or you lower your knees and you keep your arms working. 8 seconds. Time. Get your bands on if you use them last round. They're around your feet. Squat, pulse to squat jump, left side. Y'all dripping sweat too? Or am I just the sweaty one? Okay, good. Here we go. 3, 2, go. Good. Now I see some of you moving at different paces than me. No, that's totally fine. Actually, sometimes when you move slower, it'll help you get more range. And it also creates a little bit of a different resistance than when you're moving quick, because you get rid of momentum. So do what feels like a good challenge for you today. 10 seconds. Woo, 1 more rep, let's go. Last one. Back to the push-ups. I don't know which one's harder. 2 points, left hand. You got 5 seconds to meet me on the ground. 3, 2, go. Now, I know if you're like me, because I'm going to be honest with you, you're thinking, I hate push-ups. Why are we doing these? Because they make you stronger, make you look better. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate them, but I like the way they make me feel and look. That's why I do them. That's why I give them to you. 20 seconds. In the last 10 seconds here, get 2 or 3 more. Maintain high quality posture and range. Up we go. Lateral lunge to the left and to the right with a hop in the middle. 3, 2, come on. Let's do it. Let's get physical. The more you bring your arms around, the more you're gonna work your waist and your outer butt cheek. So make sure you're twisting your upper body too. 20 seconds, and then we go to EMOM. You guys keep going. I have something in my eyeball. 10 seconds. Keep going. 5, 3, and time. All right, team, few options here. If you have weights that are heavy enough, you're doing 10 deadlift high pulls. Okay, so drop down, pull up at the top. I'm actually gonna put a band around my ankles right away. Because exercise 2, we have squat jacks. Squat jack, in and out, tapping down. Again, if you have it around your feet, it'll make it harder like it did earlier. So 10 deadlift high pull, 10 squat jacks. If you only have bands, deadlifts look like this. Put your foot in, hinge forward 5 times each leg and switch. Okay, so 10 deadlift high pull or 10 single leg, and then 10 squat jacks. 5 rounds. When you're done with the squat jacks, you rest until the next round begins. I'll guide you through. Let's get it on. Ready? Ready, Win? Okay, here we go. Right when you're done, get your squat jacks. Ten times. Go, Rochelle. There you go. Now, if anyone wants that to be harder, so you don't have bands, you can do 180 turns. Okay, so keep that in mind for the next round. 20 seconds. Oh, okay. Get ready for round 2. Now, if anyone was done really fast and you're going single leg deadlifts, you can add a row of the arm. That'll slow you down a little. Round 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. There you go, Jess. Nice. When you're done, you know what's up. Take a breather. If you're not sucking wind, you're adding reps next round to the deadlifts. 5. I'm sucking wind. Whew. 15 seconds. Round 3. Hinge, set your posture, squeeze shoulder blades. 3, 2, go. If it's too much to add on to the deadlifts and you're moving fast, add on to the jacks. Do 5 extra. Whew. Nice list. Good work today. 20 seconds. I know you guys are keeping count. We're on round 4, right? Good. I get so in the moment, sometimes I lose it. So I can trust y'all, especially when I'm working hard, that you won't lose count. 5 seconds, round 4. Now start to dial up. Mind over matter. Ready? Go. Every rep, get it in. Oh. 30 seconds. Good. I'm doing 15 jacks. Anyone else? 20 seconds. After this last round, we're going to centralize your focus in core. So know that your heart rate will pull back a little then. So allow it to stay in that HIIT training zone for this last minute. Everything you can muster out. Round 5, 3, 2, go. When you're done, you rest. Grab a sip of water if you want. Plenty of time, 30 seconds. Oh, man. That royally kicked my butt. I hope it did the same for you. Holy smokes. You know you're training right when it doesn't get easier, but you find yourself getting stronger. You can go heavier with the weights, deeper with your range, adding on tools. That's the good stuff. Core training. All right, y'all, we're gonna work some variables back and forth. So back to that duo concept like we did in the pyramid, except now for your core, it's not a pyramid. So exercise 1 is gonna be a single leg V-up, alternating legs. 1 and 1. Option is to go double. Now, when we're done there, you're gonna lift your legs up, reach your arms up, and just scissor your legs to burn out that exercise. That's all you need to know right now. I'll introduce the others as we go. So let's start with single leg or alternating leg V-up for 40 seconds. And 3, 2, go. Try to get your whole entire back off the ground, as much of it as you can. And if that's not happening today, as long as your shoulder blades lift, you're up to something right. 10 seconds, we go to scissor legs. So lay down first, arms up, legs overhead. Drop them about 45 degrees and kick them down and up. If you can, you tuck your chin for more. Try to keep your legs even lower to the ground. The further your legs away from body, the harder this is going to be. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, take your right arm and put it to the sky. Either you have a weight or you don't. Use a weight if you can. We're gonna do rotating plank first. Rotate around and back up, same side the whole time. The burnout here is a side plank pulse. Okay? So rotating plank begins in 3, 2, go. I have a weight in the hand that's lifting, but again, not required if you don't have it or don't want it. If you can, add a lace through. So take that arm that's coming out and drive it through without putting it on the ground. I'm gonna do it for a few reps so you can see if you wanna do it. 10 seconds. We're gonna burn it out with pulse plank. So take a look at me for that. Shoulder over wrist. You could drop down to your forearm or even your knee if you need. 3, 2, go. Solid, solid. Ouchie. Think about the upward motion, not the downward. That upward will make your waist work harder. 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, and time. Good. All right, guys, before we do the second side, we go to your posterior chain. If you have something you can elevate your feet on, that'll make this a little harder. Doesn't have to be high. It could be a couple books. It could be an ottoman. Your feet are gonna go on. I'm gonna have a weight on my lap. First thing I'm gonna do is full range hip thrusters. Okay, and then I'm gonna lift one leg and pulse, and then we'll lift the other leg and pulse before we go to the other side planks. So feet on the ground. If you have a weight, put it on your lap or overhead. If you have a resistance band, put it above your knees so you can open and close your legs. 3,
2, full range hip bridge. If you have a weight on your lap, put your hands out there so it doesn't roll down and knock you out. And when you lift, try to get as high as you can, squeezing your butt. If you don't feel a lot, you might need to slide your butt closer to your heels. Good, and you can even stay up and pulse if you want a little more heat. 10 seconds to go to single leg hip bridge, pulsing only. 3, 2, here we go, other leg up, just 1, bend it or straighten it for more. 10, 9, 8, stay up. 3, 2, keep your hips up, switch legs, go. Let's finish it. 15, 14. There you go, team. Stay up, stay up. 4, 3, 2, and time. Let's finish this core burnout. Side plank, pulse, other side. I'm sorry, rotating plank, other side. And then we finish with the side plank pulse. 3, 2, here we go. This is it. After this, we have our challenge, +1 challenge. Good. Oh, I started pulsing. You guys are doing it right. I'm doing it wrong. It's a rotating plank. Sorry about that. If you're pulsing, keep pulsing and then rotate after. Okay? All right, guys. So if you started with the rotation, go to pulsing. If you started with the pulsing, go to rotation. Go. So if you were just pulsing, do a rotating plank. Yep. That's my fault. Sorry. 20 seconds. Staying strong, staying solid. 10 seconds. 3, 2, time. Oh man. Towel down. We have +1 challenge. Now we have a couple variables here. We're going to start with the first one for 1 minute and 20 seconds. The first exercise is going to be 4 hip escapes to 1 tricep push-up. So that's a kick through like this, right? So you have your knees bent in a bear crawl position. You can even have them on the ground, but you want to lift them as you kick your leg through. That's 1, 2, all the way to 4. So 2 each direction, then walk your legs out, take 1 tricep push-up. Then you go back to the hip escape 4 times, 2 tricep push-up. Hip escape 4 times, 3 tricep push-ups until 120 is done. You're probably gonna get somewhere between 4 and 6 to that ladder of tricep push-ups by the end. Okay? Let's start this first 120. Bear crawl position. I'll show you side on in 3, 2, go. And then 1 tricep push-up or tricep dip if you need. You just twist your body around if you're dipping, and then twist back around for the bear crawl hip escape. So I'll show the dip again, fingertips towards your butt. This time I'm on 2 rounds, so I'm gonna do 2, and back around. Oh. 30 seconds. Are you near 4? Maybe some of you are already at 5. Ten seconds. Go, go. Every second counts, especially these ones. Time. Awesome. Breathe. Recover. Next up, we have 4 skaters to a push-up. So you can hold a weight if you want, or just body weight? It goes like this. 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're done, hit the ground, push up. And then 4, then 2 push-ups. Same concept. Goal, 4 to 6 push-ups by the time you're done. Wide push-ups. 3, 2, here we go. 45 seconds. Uh, 20 to go. Suck it in. And time. Holy man. All right, your final round. Whew. This one's for all plyometric. It's 4 bolts. Butt back, 1 knee to elbow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1 burpee. And then 4 to 2. Okay? This one's fun. Let's finish this +1 challenge. This is the last tier. 3, 2, go. 4 bolts. Knees, bend, and then drive knee to elbow. Each knee equals 1 rep. Seconds. Legs on fire, I hope. 20 seconds. Last 15, come on, let's do this. Go, go, go. Add speed, last couple. And time. Oh, everybody take a minute off. We're gonna finish with a tiny crunch sequence. Center core training. It's just 30-second progression of 4 different exercises. That's it. So when you're ready on your back, fingertips to temple, or if you have a weight, glue it to your forehead like a baseball cap. First up, you have a crunch. Just your upper body lifts and lowers. I want you to think about tempo. So count in your head, up, 2, down, 2, taking your time. We'll add a knee lift, we'll add extensions, and then we'll finish with pulses. Here we go. Crunch, set, begin. 30 seconds. "15 seconds, we're gonna add on the knees. Now when you add the knees, make sure you don't bring them past your hips. Keep them 90 degrees. 3, 2, add the knees, and touch down with your toes. Now you're integrating both upper and lower abdominals of your center core. Adding on a leg extension. The lower you keep your legs, the more you're gonna fire up those upper and lower abs. Add the arm if you can, extend overhead while you extend legs. 15 seconds. All right, here comes the finish. We're gonna pulse it out. Hands up towards shoes or weight up towards shoes. Legs straight, just above hips. Pulse, go. You have 30 seconds. Get up towards your shoelace. Try keeping your legs straight. And if you need to pull back, you can bend your knees. 15. 8 seconds. Lower your legs a little if you can. 3, 2, and time. Take your knees to one side. Drop your arms wide. Oh, I had a yogurt before class. What a mistake. I broke my fast because I was so starving this morning, and now I wish I didn't. Knees up and over other side. So allow your body to stretch and relax in these seconds here. Knees in the middle, one leg to ceiling. If you have a band, you could wrap it around your foot and give it a tug. Otherwise, just grab it with your hands and try straightening your other leg. Yep, a towel works great too. Good. Now you're gonna drop your leg wide, keeping a hold of it or holding the band. Chest stays open, back on ground. Up and over, other side. This one's gonna feel a little trickier. Remember to keep your chest open. If your knee needs to bend a little, that's okay, but try to straighten it. Let's do the other side. Leg to ceiling first, mobilizing your ankle by rolling it, relaxing your head as you sink into the stretch of the leg. Let's drop it wide, opening up your abductors. Up and over, other side. Bring it on up, knees into hips, rock on up. On your knees and hands, tabletop position, arch your back, look to ceiling. This is gonna stretch out your abs, especially after we just worked them. So inhale, let them open up, ooh. And then exhale, close them back up. Push up and round your back. And then one more time, arching, expanding your abdominals again. Rounding. Lift on up so that you can lower one heel at a time for calf stretch. You can do this as slow or as fast as you want. If you feel good holding your heel down, hang out there for a few seconds. Feet come wider than hips now as you walk your hands in. We're gonna roll up your spine, vertebrae by vertebrae until you're tall, standing. Squeeze behind, open chest and rotate our cuffs. If you've been doing push-ups a little extra, you might feel sore here, so this stretch can help. And then reverse, inhale. If you've been doing row work, this is good for you, so keep that in mind when you do your own training. This is a great stretch for you afterwards. Up and over. Inhale, gentle back bend. Keeping mobility through your spine, reminding it directions it can bend is important. Otherwise, it'll stiffen up on you. Okay, let's take it to the side. Oblique stretch. And the other side. Tuesday morning workout done and dusted. You did it before the rain. Awesome job. Let's see what we got going on. Tomorrow morning I'm here. Thursday morning I'm in Rockefeller Park. Friday morning, 7 a.m. Intimate workout in my living room. And I think that's it for me for the week that's here. So hope to see you soon. And if you guys want to do any private sessions or anything, you know, you can hit me up. I got you. Have an awesome day. Thank you. Thank you, Jess.